there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Masters of the Universe Classics Battleground Teela action figure set by Mattel. This set was first available in June of 2011 and was the second of the quarterly release of figures for the year. I got this figure set off of the Matty Collector website. In fact, I got two of them, and I paid $20 for each set. Taking a look at the figure in the package, you can see Battleground Teela here, as she appeared in the DC comic, and she comes with a couple accessories, a blaster and a sword. Over here we can see that Battleground Teela is the heroic heir to the sorceress. On the back of the package we can see other figures from the line. We have Evil Lyn, Man-at-Arms, Battleground Teela, He-Man, Zodak, and Chief Carnivus. Over here we have a description of Battleground Teela, heroic heir to the sorceress. And over here we can see a picture from the comic from which the figure is based off. We'll be right back and have Battleground Teela here out of the package. Okay, we're back and we have Battleground Teela here out of the package, and this is a pretty cool figure, especially a figure that's based off a character appearance in a miniseries comic book where I don't believe Teela has appeared anywhere else wearing this costume. So it's kind of cool that Mattel has created this version of Teela for release through Matty Collector. And I really like this figure, not only for her appearance in this costume, but really for the potential to use this figure in other situations, such as head swapping, and also just the costume in general goes well with a certain particular other figure in the Masters of the Universe Classics line. But let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that come with the figure, and there are two accessories. One of them is a blaster, and we'll get this off the figure here. And here is the details of the blaster. It's cast in silver plastic and has a lot of sculpting detail there. It's pretty cool, and the Battleground Teela character or figure can wield this fairly well. Unfortunately, there's no holster for it to place the blaster when Teela isn't using it. And the other item here is the the sword, and it's pretty not plain, but I guess average for a sword. It's got some nice sculpt and paint detail, especially at the hilt there. You can see the tinge of gold there at the pommel, or near the pommel, and you can see some sculpting detail on the grip and on the guard here. It's pretty cool. And the blade itself is rather plain, no other details other than the silver paint, metallic paint on there. And the Battleground Teela character does not have a scabbard to place the sword in, so she's either gonna have to just wield these weapons or just drop them to the ground, because the character has no place to secure them onto her. Now onto the Battleground Teela figure, and this is a great figure. It's pretty neat. I really do like it. I like the motif of this particular costume, because it lends itself to other situations other than that appearance in the comic series. But taking a look at the figure itself, you can see Teela here with long hair and also a different shade to her hair. It's not more typical reddish or brownish reddish color, but this is more blonde color. And the appearance in the mini series, I believe, is a darker red as well, so I'm not sure why they have this lighter color hair for Teela here, but still pretty cool. You can see the individual strands sculpted into there, and it's made of a very hard plastic. It's not bendable at all, and it does get in the way of the rotation of the head along the body, just a little bit, not too much. When you have the head turned, you really can't position the head upwards because of the hair here running into the shoulder. But it's still pretty cool, nicely sculpted. I really like the sculpt here on the ends of her hair there. It's pretty cool. And the face sculpt is alright. It's not too bad. And it's the plastic they used on the face though is very glossy compared to the rest of the body. Although it doesn't look any different on the video screen, but in person it's very glossy on the face. On there, almost not a wet look, but close to it. But that's unfortunate. I wish they had used a flatter shade, I guess you could say, on the face. But oh well, what can you do? You can see the paint detail on the eyes and the lips are very nice. And if you look closely, you can see they sculpted some earrings onto the ears there. It's very cool. Pretty neat. The only issue I have with the head also is it's a little loose on this particular figure. I think it's the bald socket is just a little smaller than it should be. So it doesn't have a bobblehead type of thing. It doesn't move when you shake the figure, but it is very loose when you move it on there. Now, taking a look at the rest of the figure, you can see she's clad in a bikini type of outfit with a metal brassiere there. And this is actually a separate piece. I haven't taken it off yet. I don't plan to. I have no reason to. But it looks like it's strapped in over here at the back in 2 points on there. And the brassiere is painted in gold there. And also here is some sculpt on the arms for the arm bands and the forearm bands. I believe this is the same as the regular Teela figure here on the forearm. I'm not sure about the bicep there. It may be, but I haven't looked at the Teela character closely to find out. But it's still pretty cool. And then you have her bikini type bottom here made of fur, and the belt here, which is very similar to the He-Man belt line on there. So it's kind of cool. You got the gold accents on the paint, and then you have the individual sculpt for the, I guess, animal fur, I guess is what's used. I don't know. It looks like it on there. And coming down here, she has nothing on her legs here, or at least on the upper leg, but she wears these boots here, which is pretty cool. And it's got some more fur-like material there, and you got some leather strap sculpt onto the boot, which is kind of cool there, and pretty flat on the bottom of the boot there, but nice coloring on the edge, bottom edge of that. It's a very cool figure. Like I said, can be used for more than just this single appearance that I believe that this figure is based off of. I really like how this figure goes well with a certain particular Masters of the Universe Classics figure, and that's the Vicor figure. And it looks like it fits very well, complements each other, and I think that's actually pretty cool, although Vicor is from an earlier era. But what's kind of cool about the Teela figure here is that you can pop off the head rather easily. And you can do head swaps and have this act as a generic type of female figure to go, say, along with Vicor during his adventures. And I guess as long as you have similar, what do you call it, flesh-colored paint on the face of the figure, I think it would go rather well. And I've already done that. I already have another Battleground Teela figure, and I actually used the Catra head and swapped it out. And I think it actually looks rather nice on there. And I guess you could use like the Adora head and probably the She-Ra head on these figures to create generic female figures on there. And I think that's rather cool. And that's one of the main reasons why I bought more than one Battleground Teela on here. Going over the articulation of this figure, the head does go all the way around. You have to work at it due to the heavy sculpt of the hair. The head does go up and down slightly and side to side slightly, rather loosely actually. The arms do go all the way around, and they do go out and in. There is bicep swivel just below the armband, and go all the way around. The elbows bend up and down, and the wrist can go all the way around. There is no torso articulation on this figure, unfortunately, and I think that was the reason why is I believe Mattel didn't want to ruin the sculpt of the figure here. And the waist can go all the way around though, which is pretty cool. The legs on this figure are on a hinged swivel joint, so they can go up, down, and to the back, and out to the side. And you can rotate the leg at the hip all the way around, or at least you can. You have to work at it. No mid swivel though. The knees can bend in and out, and the leg can rotate at the top of the boot, which is pretty cool. The feet can go up and down very well as an excellent ankle pivot. You can really get this figure into decent poses with this ankle pivot here. It's just a nice range of movement. I really like that on the ankle pivot there. Overall, a great figure based off a single appearance that I'm aware of Teela. And also great for using as other characters. It's just really cool. And also a couple of neat accessories, if not rather dull, but still pretty cool to get this figure to really go well with other figure sets. This is my casual peek into the Masters of the Universe Classics Battleground Teela action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.